stage 2 of our problem. We will be using the method called UV method or modified distribution method. Method. Modified distribution method. It can be called anything. Very popular is UV method, right? So for a given BFS, or obtained BFS, because here they have not given, we obtained it. Now the question comes, which BFS? Whether the BFS using Northwest or BFS using least cost or BFS using VAM. Actually speaking, you can use any one, right? Sometimes the question may not say you which method to use, right? I would suggest you always go for the last method. Which one? Penalty cost method. Why? There is a reason. Because you get a better cost, least cost you get. Here you note 143, whereas 163, other one is 228. Why I'm telling you to go for the last one, even though the last one is difficult than the previous two methods. When you are going to find BFS first, I would suggest you to use only that VAM, that is penalty cost method. Why? You can get a better solution using that. Again and again, I'm talking about better solution. What do I mean by that? See, you will understand. I am now going to, for this, let me say, for this optimal solution, the BFS, whatever I am going to use, I will not use now penalty cost methods BFS. I will use now least cost methods BFS. Means I'm not using this lower cost. I'm going to use the higher cost solution. Then we will see how challenging it is to find out the optimal solution, to understand how much time it is taking for me to come to a optimal solution by using a not so good BFS. Are you clear what I'm saying? Not so good BFS. Definitely least cost method, we know it is not so good because you got a cost of 163, whereas this is definitely good. Which one? BAM. Because you got a cost of 143. So I am going to use a not so good BFS and see how much time I am going to take for achieving the optimal solution. Step 1. Step 1. You need to draw this. You need to once again draw this. I didn't put that cross. Have you noticed only difference is here I didn't put those crosses, whatever crosses were there that time. I'm leaving it as blank because we need to fill something here in this step, in this methodology, in this UV method. Step 1, find U suffix small I apostrophe S, means I will read it as UIs. Find UIs and VJs such that Cij is equal to Ui plus Vj, considering U1 equal to 0. Considering U1 equal to 0. I ranges from 1 to up to M. Means it actually indicates the rows. J ranges from 1 to up to N. Means it actually indicates the number of columns. Here M is equal to 3. N is also equal to 3 because number of rows is also 3. Number of columns is also 3. So this is the first step. Then step 2. Find delta ij within brackets. Find delta ij apostrophe s. So how do I read it? Delta ij's. Find delta ij's. I'm sorry. This here, one more thing I have to write in step 1. This is based on, this is based, sorry, I should say this is done. This is done. This is done for all allocated cells. This is done for all allocated cells. So please write completely the first step, then write down the second step. Find delta ij's such that delta ij is equal to Cij minus of, open a bracket, ui plus vj for all unallocated cells. Here they say find ui's and vj's, and then they also say I is corresponding with rows, j is corresponding with columns. We also know for this problem number of rows are only 3, number of columns are also 3. That means ui will be u1, u2, u3. Only 3 u's will be there. Similarly, v1, v2, v3. Only 3 vj's are there. So I will write like this. Here, for the first row, I will write u1. Second row, I will write u2. Third row, I will write u3. First column, I will write v1. Second column, I will write v2. Third column, I will write v3. Right? And if you look into the step 1, it is also saying considering u1 equal to 0. So first element, I will consider it as 0. Till now, is it clear? I didn't do anything. I simply identified m is 3, n is 3. That means ui also will be 3 only. Means u1, u2, u3. I wrote those in the rows because m corresponds with, or I corresponds with rows. Then I identified number of columns are also 3. That means you will have only 3 vj's, v1, v2, v3. So what I did, I wrote that in the columns v1, v2 and v3. That's all. Okay, and then it is also said considering u1 equal to 0. So what I did, I simply went to u1, wrote that as 0. Now what you have to do is you have to use this particular formula.
So for all problems, we should consider 0.
Yes. First,
okay,
u1 only to be 0 for all problems.
Okay.
Now we have to apply this formula, and one more important thing is you need to do this for all allocated cells. Don't consider any unallocated cells. You need to focus only on allocated cells. What do I mean by allocated cells? Allocated cells, one cell is this, wherever this 14 is sitting. 1, 10, 1, 5. This is not allocated. No allocation. No allocations. That means I should only focus on allocated cells. Clear, no? Okay. Now, what is this Cij? Cij is nothing but cost, right? What it says, ui plus vj should give you Cij. What do you mean by that? It means if I add that particular u value, whatever may be the u value, and I add v value, I should get the corresponding cost. What is the meaning of this? Come to the first allocation, right? In this allocation, what is the cost? Cost is here 4. Are you clear? Cost is 4. Yes 4. Or no?
Yes, sir.
Good. So yes, this cost should be equal to sum of the corresponding u, corresponding v. What is the corresponding u? Corresponding u is 0. What is the corresponding v? We don't know. But if I add this vu and this v, I should get cost. Am I right? if I add this U and this V, I should get the corresponding cost. So what should be V then? Is that clear? Let me repeat it once again. I'm coming to the first allocated cell, which is there, the 14 is there. In that, what I'm doing, I'm checking whether U value is available. Yes, available, it is 0. V value is available. No, it was not available that time. So, but one thing I know, if I add the U and V value, I should get the corresponding cost. So what I did, U plus V3, I should get 4. Then what is that V3? It should be 4 only. That is why we wrote here 4. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now come down in the same column. In the same column, come down. You found one more allocation is there. Where? Here. Isn't it? This allocation is there. One is there, isn't it? Now the corresponding U value is available. No, it is not available. V value, yes, it is available. That means something, some unknown thing plus 4, I should get 8. Correct or not?
4.
Because 8 is the CIJ now. 8 is the cost now. Some unknown value plus 4, I should get 8. What is that unknown value then?
4.
4.
Very good. This is 4. Now, I have this allocation now, right? In that allocated cell, the cost is 9. In this allocated cell, cost is 9. 4 plus something, I should get 9. What is that something then?
5.
Very good. Right? There are no allocations here and here. So let us move on like this only. There is allocation here. Cost is known to be 4. U value is known to be 4. V1 value is unknown. What should be V1 value?
0.
Very good.
0.
Very good. Come down, there is allocation here. What should be U3 value?
1.
1.
Very good. It should be 1. So what we have done? We have completely done step 1. Means whatever you might be thinking.
Sir, 1 minute. Sir, how we got 1 here? U3 is 1?
U3 is 1 because UI plus VJ should give you CIJ. UI plus VJ should give you the corresponding cost. We don't know this UI. This was not known that time, right? But we know V1 is 0. This was available that time. Cost was also available. Means something plus 0, I should get 1. What is that something then?
1, sir. Got it.
Yeah. This complete step 1 is done now because we found already all the UIs and VJs, right? Now we have to move on to step 2. Step 2 is done only for allocated cells. Let me highlight that word. It is done only for unallocated cells.
Unallocated.
Yes. So wherever that blank space is there, go and put brackets first. Blank space, or you put brackets over there. Now within the bracket, whatever we are going to fill in, that is nothing but delta. Is that clear? Whatever you are going to fill in there, that is called as delta. Suppose if I fill something here, that is delta. Where it is located? It is located in first row, first column. So I will say delta 1, 1. What is first one? First one represents row. Second one represents column. What is this? This is delta. It is located in third row, third column. So it is delta 3, 3. What is this? It is located in third row, second column. So it is actually delta 3, 2. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Wherever it is located. First number indicates, see, even if you look into this I indicates which row, J indicates which column. That's all. It is like that, right? Now, what is the formula given? Delta Ij is equal to Cij minus of I'm saying minus of means I should first calculate what is within brackets. Then only I should then only I should subtract the corresponding cost. Are you clear? First add the U and V. Then the result you have to subtract it from the cost. Means, let me go up. First, let me come here, the first cell. Add U and V. 0 and 0. You add these two. Isn't it? What is the result? 0 plus 0? It is 0 only.
0.
Then that 0 has to be
0.
subtracted from 6.
6.
Means 6 minus 0. What is the result?
6.
It is 6 only.
6.
Write 6 there. Come to the next cell. You add U and V. U is 0, V is 5. 0 plus 5, it is 5. Then that 5 has to be subtracted from this Cij. Means 8 minus 5. It is giving me a result.
3.
3.
Yes. Come to this cell. 1 plus 5. How much? 1
6.
plus 5? 6.
6.
That has to be subtracted from 2. Right?
2.
2 minus 6 is?
4.
Minus
4.
4.
4.
You have to write minus 4 because you are subtracting
Minus,
2
okay.
minus 6. 2 minus 6 is negative 4. Come to this. 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 is 5.
5.
6 minus 5 is?
1.
Right? This is the step 2 of this particular solution. If all delta ij's, are greater than 0, then we can say that we reached optimal solution, which is unique. What do you mean by unique? A single solution, a single optimal solution means you say unique solution, right? When all delta ij's greater than or equal to 0, means here and here difference is, here equality symbol is not there, here equality symbol is there. Then we can say that we reached optimal solution, but not unique. But means there is no single solution. It has got more than one solution, but not unique, which means alternative, oh my God. Alternative optimal solutions. Alternative optimal solutions possible. Alternative optimal solutions possible. So, third point. If any of the delta ij less than 0, it means that we haven't reached optimality. Hence, we need to find optimal solution. We need to find optimal solution. comma, by allocating a positive quantity, what is this symbol?
Theta.
Very good. A positive quantity theta to the cell which has most negative delta ij, value, comma, then alter the allocations after finding the theta value. Again, just keep on writing. Everything you will understand once I start explaining with that numerical problem. Redo UV method to check for optimality. Actually, first condition, if it satisfies, all the delta ij should be positive. If second condition is satisfying, means all the delta ij should be either positive or it should be 0. But actually it is not, if you look into that. This is positive, this is negative. So actually it is satisfying the third condition. Any of the delta ij is less than 0. One of the delta ij is less than 0. That is this, correct?
Yes, sir.
So we haven't reached the optimal solution. That is the meaning we arrived at. That is why I recopied that particular table once again. Suppose if all these are positive, we can conclude that we already reached optimality. Now you understand the seriousness between LCM method and VAM. Suppose if I would have chosen VAM, probably we would have got all the delta ij's as positive because it was already having 143 as the cost. It was already having a least cost. There is a probability that all these delta ij's would have been positive if I would have chosen VAM. That is why I was telling you, if no method is specified in the question paper, it is always better you choose VAM method, means penalty cost method, so that you can quickly solve the problem. Otherwise, it will take more time, like it is taking now. It is further you are going to do some exercise. We'll see that anyway, right?